Hey Sunshine, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shay. Today's pick a card video is going to be for my singles only, and we are going to answer the question, what is next for you in love? We're going to try to cover when and how and all of that good stuff, but we'll see what Spirit has for you. So we're going to go ahead and pick your cards. Hey pal number one, welcome to your reading. We're going to go ahead and find out what is happening next for you in love, okay, for my single people. Let's see what you have. So, we're starting out with the Lovers in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, the Tower, the Five of Swords in reverse, Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, so let me take a moment with these, y'all, because we got to see what's to it. Okay, so even upon just doing your reading, I knew that there was kind of like this moment that you were having right now, probably in the present, where you feel like everything is falling apart. For some of you, you may have just recently decided to leave a relationship or like a long-standing relationship, obviously with the Lovers and the Tower in reverse. Maybe you feel like this is the end of days. Like, I'm getting the sense that someone was in this relationship for a long time, and now, or not even a long time, but like it felt very passionate, like you thought this was your last one, at least you wanted it to be, and now you're seeing like the complete opposite of the situation. Like everything's falling apart, you're breaking up, you know, things of that nature. I feel like this person might have been a little bit of an immature person, and not had like the best intentions, or maybe had too many choices and were like kind of picking around, okay, doing a little bit too much. So I feel like for a while, honestly, pal number one, it may be that you are stuck in this negative space for a minute. I think that that's going to have to kind of you're gonna have to heal from a lot of this, honestly. For some of you, this may not have even has happened yet. Like you're single, but I think you're in that space where you still kind of have hope. And I feel like there might be a little more to come as far as like that person being the worst goes. But then you'll probably start to see some positivity as we go along. So to be honest, and I know that this is not what you came here to get, okay, pal number one. I know this is not what I get this feeling from this pal that y'all came here trying to find out where is babe at, okay? And I'm sorry to inform you that she may not be coming, you know, as soon as you think. I feel like you're still in the stage of indecision. I feel like you're still in the stage of figuring out what you want, who you are, and I think that that's kind of that needs to be the focus right now. So it may be a lot of like you being in between whether or not you should leave a situation, or I feel like there's somebody very specific who just doesn't know if they should leave a person or a situation alone. And I think that that's the case. You're still there. You're still in this space. So I think at some point you are going to finally figure it out, because you're going to realize like it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give, honey. Like it's a waste of your time. But I feel like you may have to find this out like the hard way. A little bit of embarrassment. Like I'm getting, as I said, embarrassment. Here I am feeling embarrassed. Like I feel that feeling for you all. Like you find out something, or you walk in on something, or you know what I mean? Or you realize that they say something a certain way that just hits you the wrong way. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't control the people around me. I'm sorry for any extra noises. But yeah, I feel like you find out in something in a way that you weren't expecting to find it out. And now you're like, like now this has to leave. And this could even just be the realization that you shouldn't be together, resentment, irritation, stuff like that. And I know this doesn't sound very positive, but this is the opening for you to start figuring out who you are, what you want to be. With this card, it's all about working together and collaborating. But I also feel like it also can be community. And I feel like for some of you, somebody's a teacher. I don't know why that's calling out to me, but somebody's a teacher or needs to teach. It doesn't necessarily have to be children, but I feel like there's a gift that you have that you haven't tapped into because you've gotten swallowed up by this previous relationship, or maybe your romantic relationships before. So really what's next in love, babe? Self-love. Oh, somebody didn't like hearing that. I could feel it in my bones, but somebody loved it. So we're going to keep it in, okay? So I think that's what's next for you in love, like just waiting on that next opportunity to love yourself and to pick yourself first, okay? So get some clarity for pile number 1. What do they need to know about romantic relationships going forward? Ooh, what can they expect in the future? And y'all know I hate reading time in tarot. Time is pretty much based on when you learn your lessons in the other realm. They don't really perceive time the way that we do. So you don't want to put any heaviness on when. Now, I might intuitively pick something up, but I don't want y'all looking for dates and times and whatnot. I do have like a time deck, but okay, be weary. Don't be looking for me to tell you tomorrow or nothing. Okay, clarity. So what do they need to know about this future love that might be coming in? What's next in love for pile number 1? Is there any future love? Ooh, I just heard a good message for y'all. Any more? Woo! Y'all saw that? I know y'all saw that. Okay, so before I even get to reading cards, there was a little bit of, I want to say, you figuring out who you are is going to help you energetically match with the person that you need to be with at some point in your life. Because I think you not knowing who you are is allowing you to take on anyone. And I don't mean that in an insulting way at all. Like, I feel like you may be the type of person who's like, well, they like me, I guess so. Or I like them, but even though they're not showing me anything, I'm just going to go ahead and take it because they're giving me attention or they're giving me, some type of love or some type of affection. So I think the more you dig your heels into what you like, who you are, what you're not going to accept, what you do want to accept, what you want to try, then you'll attract someone who's on the same mind frequency as you and who wants to be with you. So I think you might be taking a little bit too much BS from previous partners. Okay. Yes. So we do have some good, wonderful cards here. Okay. Ooh, so many downloads for this pile. It's so great. Okay. So bride came out first. So we have wife, partner, love, interested in the love of a lifetime, wedding event, a commitment, and advancement. So obviously that says it. There's marriage in your cards, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I think a lot of you are going to start getting very serious about what you want in relationships. Try to steer clear of being mad about it. Because you look at his face, he's pissed. Okay, he's upset. But try to stay away from being resentful when you're dating and when you do get back out there or whatever the case may be. Because I think when we say we were serious about dating, we tend to get on our soapbox and it's like, I'm not gonna do this and I'm not gonna do that. There's a way to convey your boundaries without forcing them or being rude about them. Because I think we are not aware of how much that pushes people away that we would want to be with, and then brings in people who are too stern or too mean or just completely not on our frequency. So I feel like this pile, you need to be able to communicate when you do get back out there that you want something serious without being so serious that a person feels like, oh Lord, like they're gonna cut my neck off if I don't if I don't love them today, like. And then start working on your confidence. And I think that's where Glam It Up comes in for you. I think a lot of you, and you may already be interested in this, but I think a lot of you may be interested in changing your appearance, changing the way you look, getting dressed up, going to events. Events comes up here a lot. Like maybe you're a more introverted person, so you might want to start going out more. And that is a thing. I just heard that loud and clear. You need to start going out more. Not necessarily to club or nothing, challenge. But what I'm saying is, if you get invited somewhere, go. If your friends having a get together, stop by. Maybe you want to do something. It may be in your best interest to go ahead and, do it, try it. Because at that class, you may be the person who may help you meet this person. You see what I'm saying? So you want to be open to doing that. And you're probably looking for someone with exciting conversation, someone who you can stay on the phone with all day. And that's probably how you're going to be able to identify this individual that you're going to be in a relationship with. In the future sometime is when you're on the phone all day or you can't get enough of each other, and for some reason that just makes me think of you, like you being willing to talk about the things you want to talk about, because I feel like you might have been that person who just didn't talk about the stuff they wanted to, or only talked about what their partner wanted to, if that makes any sense. And I think that's part of the issue, is that you're not being yourself, and then you keep attracting these kind of I hate to say the word narcissist. Lord knows we are overdoing that word, but like a narcissistic tendency where somebody just talks about themselves all day and you just sit there and take it. Like, not on the next one, okay? So yeah, so put somebody on a chopping block, and you may be fed up right now. So I think you need to go through this process of being fed up, being mad, being pissed, and then you figure it out. Like, you know what? I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna find the love of my life. I'm gonna love myself. I'm gonna work on myself, and then I'm gonna find Bae, and that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay, so let's see if we can get some win. Is it for pile number one's highest good to know when they can give pile number one a clue? Can pile number one have a clue about when they might meet a lover, or when they will see these changes in their love life? Ooh, that was the one. On a Wednesday. On a Wednesday. Okay. Any other tea? Any other hints? When pile number one will start to see these changes in their love life. I didn't even see this card be flipped right here. Ooh, it is up to you. Now, what did I just say? You know what? I'm gonna stop shuffling because sometimes they give me clues and I just need to listen. What did I just say? Whenever you feel ready to let go, whenever you feel ready to love yourself, and I think honestly a lot of time that time comes when you are fed up. You're tired of being talked to this way, treated this way, whatever, and then you finally say, you know what, I'm gonna stop dealing with this, and I'm gonna, go out and get better. So I genuinely think that that's whenever you start the process of letting go, healing, loving yourself, going to get that job you want, that's when you're gonna start to see these changes, and then you'll start to be on the track to finding someone. Any advice for my pal number one? Moving forward, what's next in love for pal number one? Any messages for pal number one in regards to their love life moving forward? What's next in love for my singles? Singles message for my singles. Chat, these cards all fresh. What's next in love for my pal number ones? I love when cards get old because then they just get more wear and tear on them. Thank you. You can grip them better. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we got Lord Byron. Essentially, he had a past with a woman, and she called him mad, bad, and dangerous to know. And then he ended up marrying, I believe, his half-sister. And they had, some issues. He was doing all kind of crazy stuff to her, and they ended up, divorcing. But essentially, what I'm getting from this card for you all, pal number one is that you may be dealing with someone who is dangerous to know, which is why, again, with this emotional immaturity, that you ended up having to end a relationship because they were just crazy. Even then, for you, and I feel the need to tell somebody that the person that you were dealing with previously was only meant to be a one-night stand. Not a one-night stand, but they were only meant to be something short and something for you to learn from. It wasn't meant to be long term. I think for some of you, this was just for a lesson, and it was also for some of you a karmic partner. So it wasn't for you to hold on to, and I think you might be holding on too tight to it, being a little obsessive. But I also feel like the second line here, love will find a way through paths where wolves fear to prey. For some of you, that message just simply means to me, I guess the best way to say it is that you need to be a little you may even meet someone when you're really pissed. But they may persist with you and continue to have conversations with you and continue to help you discover yourself. And then that's when you'll realize oh, we love each other, or he's in love with me, or she's in love with me, or whatever the case may be. I feel like this might be someone who weathers the storm with you, because you may go through a period where you're really, really mad. And just an angry person and mad at love in a little bit. And there may be somebody who kind of fights through that with you. Okay. So any other advice for my pile number ones about what's next in love? So first of all, it tells you whatever you are thinking about, do not do it. It is not the legally time. And I feel like that makes complete sense, especially if you're just dead set on this one person. It also tells you they broke your heart. F them. Okay, they broke your heart. Let them go. Okay, and then also telling you to just eat something yummy. And I feel like you need to, because you might be following a diet, a strict diet, allow yourself a moment. And I think it kind of makes me think of eating a pint of ice cream, or eating a bunch of candy bars. I feel like that's something you probably need to do for the sake of just treating yourself. Okay, love, but that's all I'm saying for you. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and share, comment, subscribe below. I love you, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye. Hey, pal number two, welcome to your reading. We're going to go ahead and hop in to see what's next for you in love. We have the Five of Wands, the Four of Wands, The Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh, I'm sorry. The Five of Wands is in reverse as well. The Three of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Magician. I'm going to already say that you guys are my mysterious pal. When I was shuffling, there was like a sense of like, every other deck I felt like tried to like reveal itself. Yours was very private. So I'm definitely curious about that, okay? To be honest, pal number 2, I don't feel like you are very concerned with love at this time. I think a lot of what you're focused on is your next steps, your happiness, your joy. I don't know, something about this Four of Wands stands out to me so much. Like they're just enjoying themselves, child. I feel like that's your energy right now. Like you're just trying to enjoy yourself. You're trying to like create foundations for yourself, maybe expand what you have, especially creatively. Some of you may be very creative, or maybe you have a business, or like, I don't know. I get this very go-getter energy. There's a lot of energy in your reading that is moving or like doing, like with the Magician. And I feel like you are creating your future. So I almost feel like maybe that's where the mystery came in for me, where you're kind of hiding your need for love right now. It's almost like you're almost choking it down a little bit, but not in a bad way, not in a way where you feel bad about doing it, or like you're upset, or you're hurt, or you're hiding from it. It's more just like I don't care. I don't care right now. Like I feel like you might have a lot of suitors or a lot of people who are after you. I just get this, that there's a lot of people fighting for your attention, but you're turning them all down. Like it's almost like you're impossible to kind of touch right now. Because you're not interested, you're on to something else. You're focused on your own joy. There is a little sense of you in wanting happiness. So you may find a little bit of that coming soon, but I don't know. It may not be in an area that you expect. It may be more so like in family, or in communing with others, or being giving to others. Like I feel like that may be your focus more than anything, more than just having that individual love. So to be honest, the next step is kind of just you walking in your joy. Your reading is awesome in regards to career, in regards to creativity, in regards to like making life what you wanted. You may even be like creating, relationships with your friends and your home life. Even you may even be dating and be enjoying dating. But I also sense that there's a little bit of emotional unavailability. Like you may be avoiding even trying to get in a relationship right now. And again, not because you're trying to be upset with it or mean with it. I just think you don't. I don't know. Some of you have just had enough at one point. Like I think you just had enough with relationships. So you kind of either said, I'm not doing anything until I get what I'm looking for. Or you've literally just been through enough where you're just like, you know what? I'm going to focus on myself. And for some of you, that needed to happen. You needed to have a moment in your life where you actually were working on something that benefited you. Because I think some of you may just have this tendency, similar to another pal, those who know. But you may have had a tendency to just always be about relationships. You're always in one, you're always dealing with one, you're always this, you're always that. And I think you just recently were like, you know what? I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to focus on myself, and I'm going to see where that gets me before I hop into something. Because I don't think you lack options at all. Like I think you have plenty of options. I just think you're not considering any of them at this time. So yeah, and expect that somebody may come back from like your childhood, or maybe like an old boyfriend or a girlfriend, or someone that you used to know when you were younger. They may come around, and there may be like a friendship or something that forms. But I think at this time, again, you're just working on your own manifestations and gifts. So let's go ahead and clarify that further. See if we can get some win or some details, if there's going to be any type of relationship or love coming. And I do not like to read time in tarot because the other realm does not perceive time the way that we do. So really a lot of things are like whenever you learn a lesson, or whenever you overcome whatever needs to be overcame. But let's see what's here. Clarifying this message for my pal number 2. What do we need to know about love? Wow. Clarifying. Y'all saw that too. What do they need to know about their love life? Thank you. Secrecy. What's next in love for my pal number 2s? Bad habits. Cutting out bad habits. What's next in love for my pal number 2s? Thank you. Skater girl. Skating along. Outdoor dates. Yeah. Kind of what I said. That I've been saying. Hold on, let me see. One card. Is there a relationship coming soon? Y'all ain't gonna like that one. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right here. So there is there's two things that I get. I got what a catch here, and that makes me feel like you're hard to catch, but you are a catch. So it's not like you're like a person who's like, I don't even know if that makes any sense, but like, it's not like you're someone who's hard to catch, and then when somebody catch you, they're like, oh Lord, what is wrong with this person? I think you are just someone who's awesome. You're awesome in a lot of areas, and I think a lot of people see you that way. They see you as a catch, marriage material. They want to be with you, whatever the case may be. Maybe even think you're the ideal partner. That's why I say I don't think you lack options. I just think you haven't found your catch. When it's your time to be in a relationship, that person is going to make you feel that way. You guys are going to be equally yoked in a sense where you feel like, wow, that's my mate. Like, I dare to even say, and I say this lightly, that you made me a soulmate. You made me, someone that you are so contracted to be with for the rest of your life. So it's kind of like, in a way, you waiting is actually a good thing. There is some like secrecy, an affair, hiding something, some secrets that's being hidden in your love life just overall. But I do think that it's one or two things, but mostly that you're being a little secretive. Because I think you might be dating multiple people, or just keeping yourself to yourself, keeping a lot of things to yourself right now. And a lot of people may see that as mysterious. Back to that word, child, like a fallout. They may see you as mysterious and like you're hiding something, or people may accuse you of a lot of things. So expect that. There's a lot of things that you do need to change. Now, this card does talk about like kind of cursing somebody out and like being done with the situation. But I think for you, pal number 2, there's some bad habits that you need to cut out. Because I think you might be putting a lot of people on the chopping block. But I also think that you're starting to see your play in different relationships and different situations, and you're kind of like, in a way, working on yourself. Like, people may not know this about you, but I think you're just kind of like in your hermit mode, in your little lab, and you just like, I'm gonna fix this. And I think that's what you're trying to like cut out. So I think that's where a lot of your like, I don't want to be in a relationship, or I don't want to be bothered, is coming from, because you're realizing I got stuff to work on too, and I don't want to bring anyone else in while I'm working on this. Okay, and even just your career, like you're trying to work on that. You don't got time for people to be coming in messing up your flow. Okay, so but otherwise, it's gonna be a flirtatious time. You're gonna be keeping it airy, being balanced. There may be some dates coming up, but everything's about keeping it light. Obviously, err on the side of being kind about this if you are going to do this. I don't get any player vibes. I guess I just get someone might get led on because they really do like you. So you may have to always make sure you're keeping on top of the subject of like, hey, I'm just being lighthearted. So that no one gets hurt. But again, I do think you're going to catch what you're looking for eventually. And then there is a new addition. So some new ideas, pregnancy. That's what I was talking about. Baby, children, child, family, good news, inspiration. So back to that family thing. Some of you may have children or may be pregnant. So that may be something that may come up in your love life soon. There is going to be some type of new addition in there, but there is a lot of energy of manifestation. Remember, babies or that pregnant with a purpose kind of energy comes from the stork. So I feel like a lot of you are just in a manifestation phase. So what's next in love, you may even be manifesting the perfect partner, which is probably why you're cutting everybody off too. That's the thing. So I'm going to see if I can get some time for you all. Okay. Now, again, I don't like to read time, but maybe we can get you a little hint. Any messages for pal number 2 in regards to their love and when they might find love? Woo! That was very sure. In the next few months. What? Okay. So that manifestation, that brew you making, child, is working. Any other messages for pal number 2 about what's next in love? Nah, they pretty sure about what they said. They like, girl, we said what we said, okay? I don't even need to shuffle anymore. Okay, any advice for pal number 2 in regards to their love life? Any advice? Any advice about who they might meet? What's next in love for pal number 2? Fresh cards, man. Oh, there we go. Whew, Greta Garbo. What's cracking me up about this card is, are you sure you wouldn't rather be alone? And then we also have only go to the altar if you take the lead. And then it says marriage isn't the only way to have a partner for life. What? Okay, so I'm getting so much from this card. I don't know much about Greta Garbo, but so y'all inform me if y'all know anything about her. But one, I think that if this card is giving me very much, if it's not going to be real, I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, so everybody's might be offering, they may be coming to the table offering you some flings. They coming to the, if I can pick the card up, y'all. If I can pick the card up. They're coming to you offering flings. They're coming to you offering bad communication. They're coming to you offering half of what you're looking for. And you like, I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I'll just wait on my boo. I don't got time for that. Okay, so I think that I think that, like it says, only go to the altar if you take the lead. Like, I think you know what you want and you know how you want to be in love. So anything less than that, like if you can't have what you're looking for, it's like almost like you refuse to take it. You'd rather be by yourself, or at least you're enjoying your own company right now until you find something that matches it. And then marriage is not the only way to have a partner for life. Back to that family aspect, you may be improving your relationships with other people, with your family, with your friends, and that's really your focus, because you're like, well, shoot, if I can't have romantic love I want, well then I guess me and my best friend gonna write this thing out, or something. Me and my auntie, something like. Any more clarity? Wow. You equals tight butt. Trying to keep it clean for you two. Loosen the F up. Control freaks don't get laid. That's funny. Okay, they're telling you to move on. It's time to let go. So especially if you're doing this under the guise that you are upset with a previous relationship, you may be being a little too closed off to fun a little bit, pile number 2. You're so busy manifesting that you are holding on to things in a bad way. I don't even know how to describe it, but you're so in this bag that you're never having any fun. You're never stepping out. So maybe that's what you need to look into. And this card is telling you not to listen to your friends. I'm not going to read what it says. And that you're talented and amazing. The world needs you. Use your voice. Don't use it for crazy stuff. And then don't rely on the internet. Ask a professional. So I get multiple things from that. Obviously, if you're asking your friends too much, or if you're asking, like, you're Googling everything, maybe you do need to go to therapy or like whatever, like get some help with those things. But I also feel the need that some of you may be on the internet a lot, especially if it's part of your business and you are not like broadening your horizons as far as dating, especially if you're like on a dating app. Okay, file number 2. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below. Follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates and mindfulness tips. I hope you are having an amazing day. I love you. Bye-bye. Hey, file number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out what's next for you in love. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Emperor. We have the King of Pentacles. 3 of Swords, 8 of Wands in reverse, and 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. I will say that there's a lot of masculine energy in your reading. Some of you obviously may be male. It's giving very financially secure energy. It's giving me very responsible energy. It's giving me zaddy, okay? So if you are a woman, you may be coming into a male or dealing with a male that is who's very self-assured, but also can be a little strict and maybe even a little calculated and kind of like overly responsible. You may like that. You may like the zaddy type. Like if there's anybody you're gonna have a child with, it's these people. Okay. The King of Pentacles and the Emperor. But if you are male, this may be the energy that you are exuding. For some reason, I'm hearing father issues as well, and I've been hearing that for a while for my just for my community period, but there may be something involving your father. But either way, I think a lot of your financial stability is playing a big part in you finding love in the first place. There's a little bit of a lack mindset. There's a little bit of needing money, wanting money. Your situation is not 100. Maybe you feel delayed or held back with the 8 of Wands in reverse. Things aren't moving as fast as you want to. Maybe you're being resistant to moving forward and doing things with your money. I feel like, honestly, I'm picturing a person who they don't have it together, but they present themselves that way. And I do think that this person is male, but I feel like this is someone who wants to be these things. They want to be put together. They want to have it all, figured out. They want to have financial stability and be able to provide for other people and their family and things of that nature, but they're just not there at this time. So that's causing a little bit of heartbreak. Maybe heartbreak is what got you here in the first place. For some of you, it could have been, like a breakup or the ending of a relationship that kind of, and not even just romantic, like I just heard family, like you have an issue with your mom or you get kicked out or something like that, and that has created kind of like a hole in your heart on top of the financial instability, which overall is affecting your abundance and love. I know that sounds like a lot, but you know what I mean. Like, I feel like that's what's going on for you. So like your financial abundance is blocking your love life right now. So right now it may be less about love and more about getting yourself in a stable place, whether that be emotionally or monetarily. With this Three of Swords, I feel like some of you are going to figure out how to make this like heartbreak, all of these bad times, or this unsure moment in your life work for you, and then you're going to create something better from it. Like, this is going to be your inspiration moving forward. So either you're dealing with someone who's this unstable and who causes this much instability, or what's next in love is that you won't be finding it, or at least not in the way that you thought you would, because you're going to be finding stability and love within yourself. Okay, so clarity for pile number 3. What do they need to know about what's next in love? What do they need to know about what's next in love? What is next in love for pile number 3? Friend zone. Yeah, bold move. Friendship. Ooh, friendship. That's it. That's all. Clarity. Thank you. Walking it. Confidence. Anything else? Shouldn't have asked. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it makes sense. So honestly, y'all got 2 friendship cards. So friend zoned. So you're definitely going to have someone that you either friend zone or who friend zones you, and maybe that's what causes the heartbreak. They may even break up with you because of the instability, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Or not even break up with you. I'm saying break up. But they may even like make it clear to you that they're not interested because of the instability. They may feel like you're all everywhere in your life, or like your finances aren't together. Maybe there's that complex of like, people only want money, this women only want money, men only look for pretty women. Like, it's that whole dynamic going on. And so you're kind of playing off of that. So you may get pushed into the friend zone or realize that you have a new friend, that you can lean on. So from there on, you may need to start making bold moves, not only just in finances, but just in your life period. Getting more confidence. Yeah, taking the right step for yourself. There's a lot of things here about gifts. So I don't know if a gift will play a role in your love life next very soon, but I feel like something about being giving is coming up, whether you're being too giving or maybe you're getting some type of gift for someone and they end up friend zoning. I don't know. It's something about that going on, and that puts you on guard because you kind of need some space. You need a little time. You're not really feeling it after this situation happens for yourself. So honestly, it's a little bit of hermit mode for you guys for a little while. A little bit of heartbreak, a little bit of feeling a little salty about how things are going, but you figure it out eventually. Like, I really do think that these King of Pentacle cards are like, you're gonna figure it out. It's just not this time, not right now. Okay, let's see. What about a win? What advice do you have for pile number 3? What do they need to know about what's next in love? Oof, delay. I could fall out. Delay. Didn't I just say that? So not right now. Not right now. Ooh. Ooh. Divine time. Change your focus. Yes. Ooh. I ain't even gonna shuffle no more. That hit it right on the head. There's a delay in your love life. Like I said, your finances are in the way right now. And not just your finances, having to get it together. Like, get yourself together, get your mind right. Like, that is so much more important right now for you, pile number 3. And I think that's what you need to focus on. So this card, I'm going to just say, is kind of waving a hand at you. Like, don't worry about that. Go focus on what we told you to focus on. Like, that's the energy of this card. So I feel like they're saying love is put on hold. Go change your focus. Figure out what you want in your life. If you're starting something, you need a new job, you need a new business. Like, you need to be focused on that. Like, and for some of you, honestly, you're in a relationship. Or like of some type of situationship-ish nature. And you're concerned about being able to provide in that situation. Okay, I know this is for singles, but what comes through is what comes through, okay? Any other messages for my pile number 3 about their love life? One card. What messages do you have for my pile number 3 about their love life? One card. Thank you. So we have Princess Diana of Wales, and then we have Edward VIII. If y'all know anything about them, leave it in the comments. But a lot of both of these cards are talking about one night of pleasure, but a lot of like avoiding a life of pain. So I feel like some of you may be, again, like it's back to that friend zone, like kind of running into relationships that kind of feel like quick and they end quick, or they never amount to anything. And then there's also a lot about family. So back to that message, like, I mean, maybe you're concerned about your family and your love life, and like being able to provide a comfortable environment for that family, whether that's your child or just generally just your future. I feel like there's a lot of worry here. I also sense like a little bit of, not infidelity, but like someone not being able to stick with the plan of what you had planned for like a family situation too. And clarity on this. Any last piece of advice for my pile number 3 about their love life? Be grateful. It could be much worse. I ain't gonna read the words, y'all. I'm trying to stay right for YouTube, okay? Be grateful. Any other clarity? Yeah, it's dark and you can't see a thing. I'm gonna just keep it real and I'm gonna put the cards down. It's okay to be here. It's okay to feel bad. It's okay to be upset, but do not live there. Try to focus on being on gratitude and moving your life forward romantically, materially, just in general. Don't just stop here at this heartbreak. Even just because it's delayed right now doesn't mean it's never going to happen. But the only way it's going to happen is if you keep on going. Okay, love? Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below. And follow me on Instagram for daily zodiac updates as well as mindfulness tips. I hope you are having a lovely day. Bye. Hey, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out what's next in your love life. Ooh, we got Temperance in reverse. The Ace of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, as well as the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so pile number 4. There may be another pile that you wanted to pick, because I'm seeing a similar theme, but I'm not gonna tell you which one. Okay, you just let me know if that's your pile too. But there is this sense of you needing to balance your time, balance your space, have a little bit of patience with love. Because I think you may have a lot of things going at one time, a lot of things spinning. Maybe you're like indecisive and you have a lot of like decisions to make and you're not making those decisions. Like I feel like you have a lot more going on and a lot more stressing you out. Like something about this card feels like she is, like her head is racing with things, obviously birds in this case, but like, you know, she's racing with things, she's acting blind, she's like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on, I'm freaking out. But it's like, actually, you know, you could really solve your own problem if you really wanted to. And I feel like you guys are in that kind of space with love, like you're not really all the way open to it or wanting it. For some reason, I do feel like you guys are the most likely to find love soon. But I also feel like you're not in a space where you could have it even if you want it. I think you're not in a space of possibility, especially if you're struggling somewhere financially or you're trying to like grow things. And I think there's also a need to grow out of selfishness. Now, whether that's attracting selfish partners or being selfish within yourself. And because I just, as I'm sitting here saying this, I'm hearing somebody go, yeah, everybody else was selfish. Was they, boo? So make sure you're being objective about this and being honest with yourself so that some healing can happen, so that you can bring this love in. Because if you have a tendency to always look at what other people do wrong and not yourself, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, that can keep you from being in a healthy relationship or the relationship that you want. So make sure that you are open for the love that you're looking for, honey. Because I think that might be what's blocking you. And that's what I'm saying with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Because this could be a card of charity. This could be a card of giving and love and being nice to others. But in reverse, it also signifies just kind of selfishness and having ulterior motives. And same with the Knight of Pentacles. He's walking away, he's doing good things, he's planting seeds, but also he could be, you know, in reverse, he could be taking things and making decisions and leading people in the wrong direction. I heard leading people on. So that may be something that's going on in your love life, kind of finding that balance, having patience, and weighing your life like keeping your life equal. For some of you, you may be dealing with more than one person right now, and not in a good way. And I think that might be causing some blockages in your love life as well. So essentially, working on your finances, working on your heart, and like your decision making when it comes to love, and being a little less selfishness or attracting selfish partners. Wow. Clarity on pile number 4's love life. Whew. And I must say, y'all were my wildest pile. Like, I felt like shuffling was a lot. And earlier I dropped the cards. Like, it was just, it's been a mess. It's been a mess, okay? I'm just going to tell you that, all right? Okay, so the need to be grateful has just came out. So having an abundance mindset, attracting what you want. Remember, being open to love, right? Putting yourself in a space where you can be open to love. Because I don't even get heartbreak from this pal. Like, it could have happened, of course, but I think that a lot of you are just in a cycle of always being a certain way, and then you might be busy, you might be working on something, so you're kind of like just letting your love life be whatever it is. Even if you are looking for it, you're just kind of like doing whatever you want to do, okay? But there is some romance. There's somebody that might want you back. There might be someone who comes with an apology, but you've chopped them off, or vice versa. Okay, so someone got chopped off, and now you're considering whether or not you want to be in a relationship. So they may come back with that healthy communication, being on the same page. So again, remember when I said this pal feels like my pal that's most likely to be in a relationship fairly shortly, but only after these things are rectified. The selfishness, the balance, maybe you were giving too much to a relationship, too little, something of that nature, like finding that balance and then seeing solutions where you felt like there weren't any. And I feel like someone has a tendency to cut people off and like cut your loved ones out. You get mad, you say some things, say mean things. It's like, everyone can get away from me, I hate you all. And then, you end up wanting them back around. And I just heard from somebody very specific in the cycle of inviting back toxic relationships. So in the cycle of like breaking up with people, stop talking to friends, arguing with people and like really having it out, and then being like, hey girl, hey boy. Like, no, they're kind of like in that, learn from those things, because you actually have the potential to have really beautiful giving relationships, but it just keeps coming back. Like, all of this negativity keeps coming back. Any other clarifiers? What's next in love for pile number 4? Woo! Y'all saw that? I know y'all saw that. Made with love. See, a gift from the heart, and offering contribution, trying new things, being there and support. So again, somebody's coming in with a gift. Somebody's coming in with a sorry. See both of them bringing something. Here, boo. Here, boo, I'm sorry. I feel like that's the vibe. Somebody's coming back. But look, if they're coming back with that selfish stuff, if you know that it's the same thing, it's the same thing, you know what to do. Don't invite that back into your energy field, okay, love? So let's see if we can get some time on this. What time messages do you have for pile number 4? What's next in their love life? Ooh. Okay, on a Sunday. Now, y'all saw that, right? Didn't I say y'all was chaotic? Sunday in April. Towards the end of the month, I'm going to just say that. That's so specific. That's so specific. So please don't nobody hold on to any of that. These all could be separate messages for very separate people. But I'm getting on a Sunday in April, between the 20th and the 31st of the month. So towards the end of the month. So maybe the end of April. And then redirection. So right now you're in a redirection period. So it could be that love is coming fairly soon. You know what I mean? But these things have got to change. They have got to change. This person you're attracting, being in between, not knowing, what's going on here and there. I told you it's chaotic, because I feel like for some of you, it's not even that it's a toxic relationship. It's just toxic habits. One card for pile number 4. Just one card. Thank you. And I ain't gonna lie to you, this whole reading, I've gotten very much so Sagittarius vibes. Just Sagittarius, though. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Sagittarius or if you're a Sagittarius. But don't apply, let it fly. But that's what I'm picturing. Like, I just keep seeing Sagittarius everywhere. And for some reason, Joan of Arc makes me think of Sagittarius. But there you go. Joan of Arc is your card. So we have only settle for eternity. Love and faith will defeat violence. Be not afraid of fire and arrows or anything that may come. And again, with that passionate love, cutting people off and then coming back in. Like, I think that you guys have that almost that little eternal toxic love with somebody coming in. Okay, try not to choose violence every time. You ain't gotta choose violence every single time. Clarity for child number 4 about their love life. Yeah, they're telling you to laugh. Where's your sense of humor? Okay, and then it says, get over yourself, pull your stuff together, help people, and give back. Do good stuff for humanity. Again, with that selfishness. So I don't know who being selfish or what's going on, but I think figuring that part of yourself out. And I know that's not what you came to hear, pile number 4, but you know, you want to know what's next in love, and that's what's next. You know what I mean? That's the next step that you have to take to get where you're trying to go. Okay, lovely? Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below. Follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates as well as mindfulness tips. I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.